Okay, Yumiko and I are headed out for breakfast. We're going out, and Yumiko did this. She got this nice bowl here for 100 yen coins. There is it's on our Ginkan Getabako in our old Akiya house. There is there she is. You look so beautiful. There is a neighbor just down the street here that has produce and stuff that, all kinds of good stuff that they meet from their farm and stuff. And it's all 100 yen. So if we see something we want, we can just come down here, grab 100 yen, pet the dog, and off we go. But now, off we go for breakfast. Look at that, guys. Look at how all the people are lined up for the pachinko parlor early in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock or so, something like that.
6 more minutes to open.
Wow, this is a Sunday, and wow, that's interesting. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a place that Yumiko and I come to often. We came here before also when we lived in Japan and were raising our daughter in the same city, so it was a favorite of ours back then. It's about one of the best places in Shizuoka City that we're aware of where you can get a Western-style breakfast, so to speak. Never mind mine loaded up with toast. I got extra slices of toast. But if I Yumiko's is a better shot. We have a bit of ham, a bit of cabbage, a little orange. Bacon. A nice little slice of toast, some coffee. You've got double coffee.
No, this is soup.
Oh, soup.
I added soup.
Okay. Got soup and then the smiley face yogurt and an egg. I've got the same thing, but I just got extra toast.
And big coffee.
And a big coffee. And if you're curious about price, I think memory serves me, well, the bill is right here. It's 1,800 yen for the two of us, which is like $15. That's less than $15.
So this is 600 yen.
That's 600 yens, which would be about $4.50. And this is
This is 200 yen, and big coffee is 200 yen.
So altogether, we're having a really nice breakfast in a very nice establishment together for about less than $15 US, and no tip. So I mean, it's quite affordable and very, very delicious. Let's get started. Itadakimasu. The payment system in here in Japan, in most cases, is this automated system, no cashier. You just push your ticket in there, pay off the money. The change comes out and you're ready to go. This place has all kinds of nice little gifts as well. Okay, we're all done. Let's go. Next, Yumiko and I are headed to a hardware store called Encho, or Jumbo Encho. And we're going to go, we're waiting for the 100 yen store to open so that we can get some stuff for our dogs. They don't open until 10. So we'll go to Encho, which is nearby. Is there something at Encho that you need?
Some things I want to look at.
Okay, me too. All right, and for new subscribers, this is our car, our 2024 Suzuki Jimny, which this one picked out, and you did great. You picked out the winner's car of the wall. It's a good one. I love this four-wheel drive. I really like the idea of entering retirement with we're no longer the practical family car, but the fun car. Why not, right? Okay, let's go. This is a Jumbo Encho. You can see the Cho over there. Think of it like if you're from the United States, think of it like Home Depot or something like that, Lowe's, something like that. It's the equivalent. Not nearly as big, but almost. It's pretty damn big. And so one of the projects that I'm working on in the house is we have a backyard, and I want to contain that backyard so that the dogs can go in and out. And I've got a plan. I've already researched it. I had it on hold because we had the house inspected, and I wanted to make sure that the inspector's report didn't reveal anything that if I started building a fence, we would have to dismantle the fence. So it didn't, so we're good. So I'm gonna get some bricks, not today, I'm just gonna scope them out, and some fencing material, and I've already got all the numbers laid out at home to start doing that. These bricks will be 228 yen each. I think I need like 30 or something like that. And I'm gonna create a wall. I've got the cement as well, and then I'll putting the fence in. But let's go look around at a few other things. Sometimes you hear that in Japan, fiberglass insulation is not a thing, or insulation in general. Well, here it is right here. You can buy some fiberglass insulation right there for your various and sundries. Let's go inside. You can't use a camera inside, so I have to be discreet. All right, I'm back outside. You can get a look at the front of Jumbo Encho. So this is the DIY section over here. I just went through there, no filming in there. And then here's the main part of Encho over here, the garden center over here. And I've never seen any no film cameras over here. So I think I can show you in the garden section. And then they have, sheds and things over here. Our house came with a couple of sheds, and it's interesting to see the similar ones here. We've got one similar to this, a little bit bigger, only Neiman in, like $150 for that. And then we've got one about, smaller than this, but that's not cheap, $116,000. So it's interesting to note the differences. Let's go over here. But before we do, this street is called Minami Kansen. I think Kansen simply means like a way. So it's like the south way. Big street that kind of runs through Shizuoka, a lot of stuff on it. There's a shrine at the top of that mountain right over there. Climbed up there once and had a look at it. And right over there, do you see that? That's kind of interesting. See the little building right there? There's a Sumire and something Sanoto. Those are snack bars, right? Operated probably by women. Back in the day, they might have called them mama-sans. And there's a third one over there that looks like it's out of business. There's lots of these all over the place. Lots of character and interest if you go in there. Interesting place. Oh, what I forgot to mention is those snacku, those bars. Typically the name, or very often the name, is the name of the hostess. And that hostess isn't the right word. The person that runs it, usually a middle-aged woman. Like if it's Tomoko, it'll be like Tomoko's, and it's like Tomoko's bar, or what was it, Mel's bar, right? Or in The Simpsons. But think of it the same way. Okay, here's the fencing that I'm going to use with those blocks. I'll lay the blocks down on top of the foundation that goes around the perimeter of the back of our property. Lay those blocks down, and then insert these fence items into the blocks where the holes are with some cement, and then that'll block it off. The dogs can look through the fence and they're nice and safe. They can't get in and out, and we should be good. So I have the numbers about how many I need. Talking about just about 4,000 yen. So what about $30 for each one of these? I need like 2 or 3 of each. They have all these other fence options as well, but I like that the best. These are a little more restrictive. Can't see much beyond. So I'll go with that. And then all kinds of garden tools over here. Of course, I didn't record the encounter. I don't film people if I can avoid it. But I needed some oil for my garden clippers, these Japanese-style garden clippers here. There's another example there. And so I didn't know where to find it here. So I went over and asked the guy, saying, kono style clipper no oil arimasu ka? I mean, I butchered Japanese, but he knew what I wanted, and he found a place for it right here. Variety of different oils that I can have for it. And meanwhile, while I found the oil that I want for my clippers, I'm eyeballing a couple of these other tools. Have a look. These are some bad boys up here. Look at these. My goodness. I've got a couple of these. I've got one of these at home. I've got one of these at home that came with the house. I've also got one of these that I haven't yet used. I bought it. I realized that I'm not ready for it. I need more refined soil. These are, Japanese-style saws, pruning tools, all kinds of stuff. And I've got my big American clippers, which I've got here. I guess I saved some money. It's $4,580. I think I paid $2,000 for mine, so not bad. I found something else that I also want. We have a watering can for the garden and for the house, but I wanted to get a watering can that would be like a bucket, so that I could, because our garden is right next to the river, so that I could literally go down the ladder to the river, scoop out some water from the river, but not too big to not carry, bring it up and water my plants. Bam, this is the one. Here's something else I want to get. You guys may know that I used to be an antique dealer in Japan. I'm going to restart my business, but not seriously, just for fun. I need some boxes because I'm going to list some things this week. I'll get a box or two. One of the things I learned from my last experience with the business is to keep it simple. I had so many boxes and I was shipping so many items. Now my business will be exclusively confined to things that will fit in the smallest box. There's a sign, all these signs. There's a sign that fits quite well in Japan. Shoes strictly prohibited. Another thing I learned from my business was when it comes to packing tape, don't get the cheap stuff. It always comes apart on your hands. Get the good stuff. So it's going to be the Scotch packing tape for me. Extra expense, but well worth it for reduced frustration. There's one thing I'm all about in retirement is reduced frustration. I've got no room in my life for any of that anymore. No, a lot of it comes from avoiding it in the first place, but a greater part of it comes from learning how to manage it as it arises and deal with it in a more mature way. Takes practice. Okay, I just purchased everything and put it in the car. And now I'm gonna go find my wife. And you guys, I wanna thank you. I'm gonna buy my wife a taiyaki snack on all of you, on your supporters. It sounds strange when I say that, but what I mean is the revenue that I generate from these videos, I try to use in interesting and creative ways, like thanking my family, taking them out to dinner, buying stuff that's relevant to the channel, equipment, etc., and buying my wife a nice taiyaki, on you. Although still that sounds strange, but you get the idea, right? Let's go find her and buy her. I found Yumiko, and now we're gonna get ourselves some taiyaki. Jumbo Encho has its own taiyaki and snack area. And you can see the various types here. I really like these. They have the custard, the banko, and then they have some takoyaki up here too. Konnichiwa. So we got it. I got the custard. She got the azuki. Give people a good view of what this is.
Thank you, Papa.
Oh, this isn't from me. This is from our YouTube friends. Thank you, all of you. You bought us these. Big thanks to those that watch our videos, that are YouTube members, and our Patreon supporters especially. Thank you so much. We're going to enjoy this little snack. All right. And we're just commenting about how this is one of those really strange days. It feels like Southern California weather, particularly you commented Irvine weather. There you go. Go for it. Let's get a photo. Itadakimasu. Okay, we just came out of a Lemon. That's what that says right there. A Lemon Hyakuen store. The closest 100 yen store to our home here. And actually my old business, my old antique, some of you, the new subscribers don't know, I used to be an antique dealer in Japan. Our business building is just on the other side of this building. So it's close to home. Okay, now it's at Lawson Station for a little bento for lunch. They've got this nice lunch counter. This is why we like Lawson so much. They have lots of good items here. We really like these sandwiches. We get those a lot. And these various bento items, katsudon, etc. Good prices on everything. And then your more traditional bentos over here. Onigiri, soups. These soups are really, really good. Sandwiches, more stuff down here. You could also get stuff from the hot service counter here too. Chicken, see like that girl's opening it up. Like karage there. All kinds of stuff. But if you're ever dining in these places, a secret thing that sometimes you can find to keep your eye out for is over here in the frozen section. Down here. They're usually down on the bottom shelf. These are to die for. They require a little bit of work to heat them up, but really amazing meals. 558 yen, so $4. That's a robust, hearty meal right there. It's like a nabe type of a deal. Like really, really good. Home cooking there, feels like. A favorite of Yumiko's is the dai onigiri. So they're regular onigiri. So here's like a normal size onigiri, but big size. That's what that kanji says, dai. If you just put another 10 there, it would be dog onigiri.
Kochi.
Oh, kochi, that's right. Yumiko has settled on 2 onigiri, the dai onigiri, and this one here looks like a mixed onigiri. And this half an apple tart. It is heavy. Apple pie. I'm going to get katsu curry and a sandwich.
I was going to get salad with this.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow it turned into this.
Somehow. Okay, we're back home. Now I'm going to do a ceremony here. This is bittersweet, simple ceremony. Back when we lived in Japan before, we were struggling. I mean, we really were struggling mainly because of the failure of me. My business failure caused us to lose all of our non-retirement money and got us down to below zero. We had to climb our way back out. So one of the reasons that I went back to America was I couldn't climb out of that hole here. Anyway, we were really struggling for a long time, raising a daughter, sending her to a private school. I was the only sole breadwinner for a long time until Emily started junior high school, actually. So anyway, I used to drink. I don't drink a lot. I like to drink 1 beer a night. Back then, I used to drink this because it was the cheapest beer out there. It says Nodogoshi beer, and it's cheap, it's good, it does the job, so to speak. And I am going to this is the first beer that I bought to bring back to the house to keep in the refrigerator since coming back to Japan. Up until now, since I've been back, every night I walk. Some of you have walked with me in our past videos, walked to Family Mart along the meandering path through the rice fields to get beer every night. And usually I get Asahi, which is what I drink now. But I got this for old time's sake. So I'll put it up here. Usually, well, I put it up on the top shelf. My wife's not very tall, so I try to put it in a way that it's her kitchen. And I'm not some sexist guy to say that. That's just the reality. So I put it out of her way where she can't reach. There we go. I'll have my Noto Goshi tonight. What I plan to do, because I showed this to Yumiko, and she said, "But isn't that part of your shtick now? You walk every night down to Family Mart." I said, "Yeah, but I'm so busy, and I am really so busy lately with YouTube. It's really starting to consume a lot of my life in the best way. I love doing YouTube stuff. I just run out of time. So if I run out of time, Noto Goshi here. All right, that's that for that. The boys, are you guys ready to go for a walkie? Ready? Walkie? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yay. Okay, time for a walkie. Yumiko's voting. So while she's voting, we're walking. Here's something that I bought for little Rudy outside our room. A little thing to hold up his bowl to keep it from getting dust in it right outside the room, right? Noontime dog walk before lunch, and we're walking around the grounds. We used to bring our daughter here. And the thing I'm struck with, and I was telling Yumiko, it's just so wholesome to see so many families just doing family things. Moms and dads playing ball, having a picnic, running around. The comment that I made to her was, the families seem so young. The parents look like kids to me. And, essentially they are relative to my age. I mean, I'm 60. These young families here are in their early 30s, mid 30s, something like that. Some of them in their early 40s. Perspective, right? Spring is really in the air. Yumiko has opened up all the windows here and behind us and all through the house. Got a nice riverside air blowing through, and we have our convenience store lunch all ready to go. I've got my curry warmed up, thank you.
You're welcome.
For that. I've got my dessert sandwich, half tuna, mayo, and half egg. I really like that. Yumiko's got her 2 onigiri. One is salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon, and what's the other? Like mixed edamame.
Edamame and seaweed.
Nice. And then you got a little dessert there, half an apple. All right, say no. Itadakimasu. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, so now we've driven over to Yoko's house. And Yoko and Yumiko are climbing in the chimney. And we're going to head to Shimizu to go to that antique store, Mingei place that is also an apartment. That should be in there. We've arrived. This place puts the E in eclectic. Indeed, it's very curious. It's in a part of Shimizu where I used to come. It's close to the auction, so this is a part of Shimizu where I used to come before ahead of the auction to stage myself, so to speak. Maybe I'll explain someday. So have a look at this place. It's this apartment building right here, and they've got a few parking spots out in front on the street over here, and then apparently it's upstairs or something like that. Let's go see. Very interesting looking. So have a look at some of these items right here. I really like this old ladle. Isn't that nice? That's really nice. I'm gonna get that for the garden. That's really nice. And these old tansu here are really nice. Look at that beautiful sliding action. The wood looks great. Wow, look at that. It's got a lock. I really like this. Here's another one right here. This is for document holder. Oh, look at this one. I really like that. Oh, bird cage. Look at that. You could have 4 birds in there at once. This is an old tea box. This would be used to hold green tea in various capacities. More items, more old boxes over here. Oh, hey, there's a Christmas rose. Hey, Yoko, Yumiko, Christmas rose.
Yeah.
Just like what both of them have.
Hey. Small one.
What is it? Oh.
どうも。
どうも。写真撮っていいですか？
あ、どうぞどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
私だけだね。
はい、わかりました。わかりました。
あとは全部いいです。
ありがとう。すみません。 Ah, sugoi kore.
ちょっとごめんなさい。
Ah, that's so cute. So much smaller than the one I've got.
See?
How much
That's
is
the
it?
same color.
Yeah, it's the same color.
It's so nice.
Oh, that is nice. Yes. So I asked her for permission if I could film, and she said that was no problem. So it's just as long as I don't film her. Oh, look, they've got more of their bird cages. And look at all the, shoji. Your dad would have liked to see that. Now that would probably fit in our place, wouldn't it? If only we knew a tatagu.
Not in our car.
But only if we knew a tatagu. To help us make her dad is our tatagu, a shoji screen door maker. Oh. これはすごいね。
鍋焼きうどん。
Yoko, mite.
Yeah.
You saw that? That's cute. So this is definitely like a Showa period building over here, like an apartment complex over here, and then it's more apartments over there. So it's like they said, well, if no one's going to do the apartment, no one's going to live in the apartment like this, we'll just make it into an antique store. Look at that old light. Ooh, isn't this nice? これがいいね。I'm gonna go inside. You gotta take your shoes off. Oh, hi. These are old bobbins or, silk reels or something. And some slippers. She gave me permission, so I'll just leave it. Oh my gosh, this is the best type of antique store. Oh, there's the itomaki, silk reel bobbin. That's really nice. Sometimes these cards will give away the locations of other similar places like this, so I always like to grab these to further our exploring, you know what I mean? I'll grab one each of these. And I'll remember to grab it as I leave. Oh, grater. That's nice. This is actually ceramic grater. Probably for wasabi and things like that. Old scales. Oh, these are old lamps. Linda Black, if you see this, I think it was Linda. Maybe it was Linda, someone else. This is an old lamp probably from like the Meiji or Edo period. You'd put a little oil in there and put a wick out here and burn it. This one too. I said 5 years as an antique dealer. I owned 6 of these. I bought them all at once. 1900 yen. That's a good price for a really authentic antique. For about, it's about $15. I'm going to turn this off for now so that I can focus. And I might pick up a few things to add to the store. So don't be surprised if you see some things showing up in my store from here. I'm going to show you a little more later. Score, guys. I have been looking for some authentic Japanese beer glasses. Now, I'm an Asahi guy, so these are for Sapporo, Sora draft. But I'm going to get one of these. One of these is coming home with me for sure. This will be my beer glass. Oh, is that Kieran? There's Kieran. Too bad I can't find an Asahi in there. But one of those, oh, here we go, right here. Asahi. But that looks a little bit more modern. I like I said, I'm an Asahi guy, but I might get one of those. I'm definitely going to get one. Look at this beautiful collection of vases. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Every one of them is so nice. Aren't these beautiful? Mama, これは綺麗ね。
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a small place. Here's a tight squeeze to get through. Yoko has made herself into the narrow space. You can barely move. We really, both Yoko and I and Yumiko really like this tansu right here. Is it kora tansu? Choto chigau?
Well, how do I say?
But nice little shelves. And then this beautiful frosted glass. Oh. Oh. We'll figure it out. There we go. I'm not going to touch anything anymore. And then over here, all these beautiful little... Yeah. I like this. That's nice. So many nice things. I have to be very careful how I move, though. Isn't that amazing? Ceramic, old ceramic light socket? I mean extension cord.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. So guys, the thing that I'm going to purchase to make available in the store is this right here. Now this is called a hashioki or chopsticks holder. So it's in the shape of a Thai fish, which is an auspicious fish. And I really like the shape of this. It's in this curved shape here so that you can put your chopsticks across like that. So it's part of probably a set of other things, but they are being sold individually. So I'm going to buy this, add this to the store next week, and it'll be available for sale. That's a lovely little item. Hashioki. So we're settling up a score right now. I got a good number of items, but I learned my lesson from the last time I was an antique dealer, which mostly this isn't. There's just the one thing. This is stuff for us. It's used to go slow and pick just the treasures. So we've got a number of items right there we're going to get mostly for the house, and just one item that I'll be listing in the store. I'm going to be coming back here a lot for sure. So I just picked up, as we were heading out the door, a real treasure. It was the story that got me. Don't you love this place? Listen to that sound. Look at this. I got this. This is an elementary, a Showa period elementary school chair. And the way that it works is you flip it around. You do this in a way. You flip it around. This side would go down, and you would use that to polish your shoes, probably for boys' school or something like that. And you'd sit there and then polish your shoes there. I saw this under this box here, and I asked him about it and picked it. The Ihanashi, the great story, was so good. I had to have it, so I'm taking that home with me too. Very, very special item. Very happy. Here, you can get a better view of the elementary school chair that I bought. So I was wrong when I said it was for cleaning your shoes. You can use it to do crafts. So you sit on here like this, and then you pop it over like this, and you can use this surface to do crafts. And by gosh, that really does look like mahogany to me, that fine grain. Very, very nice. I've never seen anything like this. A Japanese Showa era chair for a school, that is. Elementary school, that is. Okay, so now we've driven, and I can't believe I was able to navigate all the way around where the Nihon Daira and get us right here. This is Pick Up. It's got two sides. You've been here before if you follow my channel. It's a big recycle store. Fun place. That side over there is housewares. Over here is garden and tools, and there's a used bicycle place just down the road I've never been to, but I'm going to be wanting to get a bicycle soon, so I'm going to need to check that out. But let's go in and check around. I always come out of here with stuff, but I spent all my money at the antique store, so maybe unless I can get my wife to front me some money, I'll just be window shopping. But let's go take a look. Of the two sides, I prefer this side. That's the funnest side for me, the garden side. They always have interesting garden tools over there. That's fun too. Guys, I am seriously considering this bicycle right here. What? You're having another kid, Kurt? No. Here's the idea. So with this, I could put Rudy here and get him safe in there, make that nice and comfy. Maybe take this bar out and, strap him in. And then I can have stuff for my stuff and then be able to go around safely with my dog. And it's only 18,000 yen. Good price. Here's some of the stuff they've got besides all of that. They have fishing stuff, tools, lots of Makita used Makita tools. Here's a Makita drill for 5,000 yen. What was that, $35? You know, pretty well used, but I'm sure it works. These things all tend to work pretty well. More Makita power tools over here. Snowboards, etc. Lots of camping equipment over here. The stuff that I like tends to be over here, the power tools, etc. Even though I really don't have any use for it, it's just really interesting to see some of these things. Look at those giant winches for 6,000 yen. One of those cleaners, maybe. Here, like, this is a pretty nice shovel for 1,000 yen. Anyway, let's go on over now to the other side, the housewares and stuff. Let's go see, all kinds of camping gear. The camping gear is pretty cool. And, of course, the bicycles like we saw. Let's go next door. So anyway, Yumiko disagreed with my premise about the mamachari bicycle for the dog. So won't go with that. I've learned from long experience that Yumiko's gut instincts are usually spot on. Let's go to the houseware side now. Might be fun to have a little beer fridge in the old man cave, huh? Well, I came out of there with this new bag. I couldn't show you anything in there, and no cameras, but I came out with this nice little bag that I needed. 600 yen for $4.50, $4.50. Good deal. Okay, we're home, and while Mama prepares dinner for the dogs, I'm gonna go water my plant using my new watering bucket that I got that I can use down at the river. Let's see.
Hi, baby boy. Ready. Ready.
All right, so here's the garden looking nice. And the area that I cleared in the last couple of days. And here's my plant, which I think needs a little bit of water. Yeah, a lot. So I'm gonna go down to the river and get some. So we've got a ladder that goes right down to the water right here. I'll just climb down there and get myself a scoop of water. Let's do it. Now that is one heck of a good and satisfying feeling, watering my own garden from the river behind my house. Now it's time to head back in. I think we're gonna grab Dad, out to dinner. It's a Sunday after all, let's eat out. And then finish off this day. What a good day it's been. All right, this is the place we're coming for lunch. It's called Otoya, and it's really popular. It's family style. It's really family style dining, Japan style. Really, really good. Really, really cheap. And as a result, on a Sunday night, you gotta wait in line. So we got the car parked over there. Dad's hanging out in the air conditioner, although you don't need it. This is like incredible incredible weather today, and I'm wandering around answering YouTube comments, and while Yumiko and Yoko are doing something else. But I'm gonna go sit in the car now with Dad and keep him company. And our name should be called soon. We should be good to go. And because I have no idea what I'm doing in Japan, when I went to order the beer, I hit the wrong button. I said I was a minor, so I locked myself out. My ladies got me in. Thank you, Yoko. Arigato ne. Kabai. This is interesting. Yunoko's father was a tataku, a Japanese shoji door and screen maker. And they're asking him about redoing some of this. They want to lower the threshold on a shoji door in our house, and he's explaining how it might be done. It's interesting to have his expertise at hand. And here's our amazing meal. Look at this food that's coming. So much of it, and it's so good. Yay! And I've got my set here with my karage bowl, my zaru soba. Yumiko's is too good to eat. That just you just need to photograph that and look at it. That is so good looking, just like you. A little. And then Dad's looking good too. Okay, we're gonna eat. Oh, arigato, Yoko. Yes. Hi. So when you're doing the zaru soba thing, what you want to do is you put this wasabi in here for the surprise bonus. All right, it's time for me to shut up and eat. Let's eat. Well, it was a good and full day. I swear, it's like every hour of this day was chock full. And I turned the camera on just now. We just said goodnight to Yoko, and we're gonna wander from her house over to our house and go past the place where we used to live. The place in last night's video where I commented about how I think about our past life every time I passed that door you can see in the light there. Was our door where we lived before I came back to America. Anyway, you saw this last night if you watch this video, and I'll finish there tonight and wish you all the best. Time to head home, have a bath, get to bed. Be safe but not too safe. Take care.